Hi guys, welcome back to my XPS guide. Now I'm gonna review Tsukiko. So I really like her because of her abilities. But before talking about that, let's take a look on her stats, okay? So if you take a look on her magic stats, then it is not that amazing because she has lower magic boost compared to Sophia, but it is still pretty decent, okay? 150% magic boost, same like Morgana. For survivability, she has good health for a mage, 60%, better than Sophia and Morgana. Same for defense and spirit stats. But the thing that makes her survivability good is not that. It is the fact that she has 2 fatal damage protection. The first fatal damage protection is triggered when her health above 50%, and the second is when her health above 1%. So I'm not sure how this gonna work, but I think this gonna make her has 2 fatal damage protection. So let's say if you trigger the first one and she didn't die, you heal her using Curaja or whatever healing spell, and I believe she will still have that fatal damage protection, okay, 2 times, which is insane if you give her 80% health. But I believe you need to recover her health first to get that benefit. Okay, then after that, I don't think she has anything special. Only 5% MP regen, no faster LBV rate, and only 25% demon and fairy skiller. For elements, she's kinda decent because she has silence, confuse, paralyze, and petrify, and stop. So very good for mage. So nothing special from her stats, except for fatal damage protection. Now let's take a look on her abilities. So let's talk about her chaining abilities first. She able to chain with Chaos Wave, Absolute Zero, and Bolting Strike, and that means 3 chaining abilities within one character, which is amazing. For Chaos Wave, she has Fire Element. For Absolute Zero, it is light element, and for bolting strike it is water element. But from this, I think bolting strike is maybe not that good because bolting strike actually a physical move. So you usually bring 2 physical or 2 magical, depends on battle situation. If you fight the enemy who has high defense, then of course you're gonna bring magical attacker. So it's kinda rare to mix them up in certain battle. For bolting strike, you can combine her with Circe because Circe also has water element bolting strike, so you can deal elemental chain. For Absolute Zero, you can pair her with Morgana, same lightning, and too bad maybe I can say the strongest, maybe, yeah, not true, but I think Chaos Wave is the top tier magic chaining on the game, at least on Japan, okay? She only able to chain with Sophia for elemental chain, I mean. Maybe in the future we will get, I'm not sure, but Soul, does Soul has fire elemental move? Not sure. Okay, but the point is, yes, you can use your Sophia again. The damage they deal are only 11 times damage, so yes, it is not top tier because Circe can deal 12 times, and if you're able to stack Sophia to the maximum, then Sophia is better than Tsukiko. What makes her special is she able to break and chain at the same time. Okay, and also it is also 100% imperil. So if you use fire, Chaos Wave, break, you're gonna imperil 100% fire and 65% spirit, which are good. But the breaks you want to use is the water bolting strike because that will break 65% attack and magic, which is really crucial for your party survivability. Too bad these abilities deal less damage, but it's okay because you will only need to use them once and then move to your real chaining moves. And if you think 65% are too low, then you can use her more powerful breaks. To get 75% breaks, you need to use her cooldown ability called Spirit Flare Exorcism. So this gonna activate your quadcast. Other effects are nice, but maybe not that important. 200% magic boost, nice. 75% demon and fetish killer are niche. And 20 LB gouge, yeah, nice again, but nothing game breaking except for that quadcast. With that quadcast, you can do 75% breaks on the next turn, because from all these breaks, these 75%, I mean, they only last for 3 turns, so it is obvious you cannot have 75% breaks all the time if your main breaker is Tsukiko. So that way, I think it's best to combine her with characters like Sylvie, and then Beryl, who has powerful break. So you have time on the early battle, you can use this or use Sylvie first, and after that you can use Tsukiko to break or them and alternate between their breaks, which is nice. And these breaks also deal fixed damage, and from what I read on the wiki, they bypass physical or magic mitigation, so it will be nice against some bosses. Okay, so yeah, very good breaks. Okay, so her limit burst and the last cooldown ability are about the same, because both of them deal bolting strike every turn. And it's amazing because I have counted, that means you deal 9 turns of bolting strike. The downside is you please don't die, because if you die you need to wait for 12 turns for your cooldown ability, and your cooldown ability also give you 2% auto revive. That seems silly, but because she has that fatal damage protection when her health above 1%, and that makes it quite useful. And counting as a fox, I don't think it is that good, because yeah, I believe you already have someone to recover health and MP and have stats break resist for all status ailments. If you are getting paralyzed, then you cannot use this, so this one is kind of useless. And for remove caster from battle, I don't think that's any useful, because I have said basically that escape from battle is for cheesing the battle, and you need to wait for 12 turns to be able to use this. So this is kind of like maybe troll or whatever. Okay, so for LB, I think you must awaken the LB, okay, because yeah, maybe you don't need that, but it will increase your water and light magic damage, okay, which is nice. And the bolting strike damage is not increased though, so yes, it is good if you want to awaken this, but not a must-have. Okay, 60 LB crystals, which is quite a lot. Okay, so I think that's all you need to know about her abilities. Okay, I forgot. You can chain this bolting strike with other Tsukiko if you have Tsukiko friend, but it won't be perfect chain because the computer is the one who do the tapping. I don't know the correct word. Okay, the computer will activate, so you will get some chaining, but it won't be perfect. Okay, that's the downside. So let's talk about equipment now. For equipment, it is easy. Simply equip her with her STMR if you have it. But if you don't, you can simply use Stardust Road because it has high magic stats. She is a true double hand character, so you want to have highest magic stats as possible because you will multiply that. Okay, but yeah, the rest are same like mages. Focus on her true double hand magic stats. You can equip magic charger and unmatched wizardry. That way you have reached 300% equipment magic boost. For the rest, you can focus on magic stats. The reason I choose Nutkin hairpin here is because Nutkin Hairpin also boosts your magic stats by 40%. So if you equip 2 Nutkin Hairpin, you get 80% magic stats, which compensate her ability slot being occupied with 3 double hand magic boosts. So enough about equipment, my conclusion for Tsukiko. So Tsukiko is really good character. For a mage, she may be not that great because her damage modifier is not amazing. 11 times, she able to deal 12 times, and for Ellie, Sophia, they able to deal more damage with their Chaos Wave when they have reached the maximum stack damage. What makes her great is the slot efficiency because she also can act as a mage, able to imperil elements by 100% and has 3 chaining families, so pretty good. And the Trustmaster reward is good for mages or other rogue users, so they can become a backup chainer. And for Tsukiko herself, she can quadcast that spell because it is still Spirit Fox abilities. Okay, so she has quite strong non-elemental attack, 11 times 4, 44, maybe not that strong compared to Hexer Ultima, but it is still decent enough to make her into a chainer, a backup chainer with Absolute Zero users. Okay, for STMR, it is the first true double hand road on the game. I mean, the boost 50% equipment magic, but I think true dual wield is better than true double hand in terms of mage, because unlike on physical characters, mage don't get bonus damage modifier. I mean 1.65 from two-handed weapon, and that's kind of downing in my opinion. Okay, and mage also doesn't get that plus 6 times damage from chaining. So mage, I don't use mage when it is necessary, but for Tsukiko, because she also able to break, she can feed my physical party easily. Okay, compared to Sophia, Sophia is worse because, yeah, she only has 1 chaining move and no break. Sure, she has higher damage modifier, but meh. Okay, but yeah, Sophia is the real chaining partner for Chaos Wave Tsukiko because Sophia Chaos Wave is fire. For Morgana, yeah, she also has higher damage modifier, but no break, so yeah, I prefer Tsukiko as my mage on my party. Okay, so yeah, thank you very much for watching. Please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more Final Fantasy for FXGS guide. Bye bye guys.